Nomura warned that American Express was at risk of losing the rewards war unless it sweetened its benefits. However, of all the frequent flyer cards out there, the one and only Brian Kelly, you know him as the points guy, ranks two offers from Amex as his top picks. He sees a strategy at play, so I want to go straight to the source. Brian, just in from Monaco, I have to ask, that's an expensive destination, a very expensive flight. Did you pay for your ticket?
Of course not. I used miles. Even though Delta charged 250,000 miles, it was a $12,000 revenue ticket. So you're still getting pretty good value, on a % basis from those miles.
Let's talk about the credit card industry. We'll get to points. Everybody loves talking about points. I love your advice, but I'm fascinated by what's going on in credit cards because American Express really seems to be stepping it up, most recently with the announcement on its Starwood card.
Yep.
Because they're under a whole lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I think this is the reason.
It's been a bad year. They lost Costco to Citi. They lost JetBlue to Barclaycard. Competition is heating up. Citi and their thank you program is probably the hottest kid on the block right now. They just increased the earning on their thank you premier. They have 12 new transfer partners. So Citi thank you points in the past were kind of,
it was kind of a dumpy program, right?
And now you can transfer. I just transferred to Singapore Airlines. I flew Singapore first class, Frankfurt to JFK. You can do it for less than 60,000 points and have your own suite.
But how do you even have this many points? What are you buying in your personal? I mean, do you pay your rent, your tuition? Like, how do you?
So rent and tuition are hard because most companies will charge a fee. But honestly, with sign-up bonuses of 50, 60, 100,000 points, you get a couple credit cards a year, and it's really about maximizing every single dollar you spend.
Think about ruining your credit rating?
It does not ruin your credit. So there's a minor ding when you open up a new card, but the biggest factor of a FICO score is
payment history.
Paying your bills on time and your debt to credit. So actually, the more cards you have, the more credit you have available, and the less you use, your score actually goes up.
Brian, how valuable are these loyalty programs to the credit card companies? Why is it that Amex appears to be using loyalty as a strategy to try to win back the business it's losing at places like JetBlue and at Costco?
Yep. So, I mean, frequent flyer miles are arguably the most effective marketing tool ever created, right? Consumers, especially high-end consumers, want rewards. So Amex bailed Delta out of bankruptcy by pre-buying billions of dollars worth of miles.
Seriously?
So the credit card companies are the sugar daddies to all these airlines. Chase with United, Citi with American. So it's very, very lucrative. And the frequent flyer programs are huge profit centers.
Is Amex taking this opportunity? They've lost some key partnerships they had, and as they look to mine for new ones, are they looking for partners that would attract a different customer?
See, the thing is, there's not that many new partners out there to team up with. Most of the major airlines and hotels have partners. What Amex is doing that's pretty innovative is with their Platinum card, they're creating their own Centurion lounges. They just opened one up in Miami a couple weeks ago.
Experiences.
And these lounges have Michelin quality food. It's not just, cheese and crackers. And now most of the airline lounges make you pay for top shelf liquor. The Amex lounges are fantastic. There's only 6 of them, but they're opening up a new one in Seattle next week.
So they're doubling down on the high-end customer.
Exactly. They know they're not going to win on the masses, but they, per capita, Amex users spend a lot, and I think they're really targeting those people that spend a lot. And one of the things they're doing is targeted offers. So if you're looking for the best offers, open up your snail mail. It sounds so counterintuitive in 2015, but some of the very best offers come in the mail.
All right, what are your top picks then?
So this month, Delta has upped the ante with their, or American Express with their Delta credit card. So they've got 60,000 miles, which is enough for Europe round trip on partners like Virgin Atlantic. So they have 2 different Delta cards. The Gold card is 50,000, and the annual fees waived the first year. So you can use those 50,000 to buy $500 worth of Delta without even having to worry about award tickets. And then the other card that's really hot, like I said, the Thank You Premier card from Citi. You earn 3 points on travel, including gas. So,
what's the fee on that?
The fee on that card is $95, I believe, and it's waived the first year.
So if you want to get a decent program, you have to shell out some dough.
Exactly. The 0 annual fee cards are generally the least lucrative. It pays to get higher rewards, especially if you're spending in categories like travel, where, with these cards, even MTA and, subways, tolls, and parking all counts as travel. So these bonus categories are bigger than you think.
All right, before we go then, who's got the worst? Who's got an offer that you're like, are you kidding me?
Spirit Airlines has a pretty bad credit card. Their miles expire after 6 months. I can't even figure out their program, and I'm allegedly an expert, so I would steer away from that card.
Okay, if this guy can't figure it out, there's no chance for me. Brian, thank you so much for joining us. This guy is going to have unbelievable summer vacations, and he'll be doing it.
Great content, too.
You will. Brian Kelly, he's the founder of thepointsguy.com.